In my company, we had a longtime employee by the name of Steve Alatis who had ALS disease, Lou Gehrig's disease, and he had it for about 10 years. And so we put up the Copson Apple-1 on eBay to sell, to auction, to help raise money for ALS. The bidding was very exciting, and Achim from Germany was the high bidder and was bidding against people from all over the world. So we raised quite a bit of money for Lou Gehrig's disease with the sale of the Apple-1 and with the sale of a number of the first Apple books that I wrote, The First Apple, of which all the proceeds went also to the charity. I was able to meet Achim when he came to Washington, D.C. To pick up the Apple-1. He came and he rented a Mustang convertible, and while he was here he wanted to drive up to Maine to be able to see the leaves changing, the color of the leaves changing. He also stopped in New York City, and he's a photographer, so he took some photographs while he was in New York City. And we had a great visit, meeting with him. While Achim was here, he also drove down to Blacksburg, Virginia to visit Dave Larson and to see his collection of computers and to possibly acquire Dave's very large collection of vintage computers. Achim was here during our Halloween, and he was able to go with us to some Halloween parties, so that was his first Halloween in the United States. We then had the challenge of how to get the Copson Apple-1 back with Achim to Germany, where we were going to ship it in a box, which we weren't comfortable with, or could he carry it in a box on his lap on the airplane. And so Achim and I visited Dulles International Airport, and one of the people that we saw was, we went to see a customs officer, and that was pretty frightening. He was a big guy, and we're kind of frightened by this, you know, the demeanor of this fellow. At Dulles Airport, in preparation for the transport of the Copson Apple-1, we also tracked down executive with the TSA, the Transportation Safety Administration, that handles all the airport security in the U.S. And that was very pleasant. He told us that we would have no problem taking that Achim would have no problem taking the Apple-1 through airport security, and so we carefully wrapped it and packaged it in a box, and Achim was able to successfully get through the security with the computer.